Oh my, would you look at this? We got some snow last night. Yep. I've had the truck running, but it has not thawed out yet. It was 24 degrees when I got up this morning. This snow is from that storm that hit the Carolinas yesterday, Friday. This is Saturday, January 22nd. It had just started snowing last night, about 11 o'clock when I went to bed. I looked out and the first flakes were starting to fall. It's less than an inch. But because it's so cold, and yesterday it did not get above 26 degrees, and because it's so cold, every flake stuck to the road. And so the time that we should have been out spreading salt, of course, we were not called out to spread salt. I mean, you can look at the roads, and we're fine. I'm not saying we can't drive in this, but you've seen what we have done in snowstorms past. So you see that road is covered in snow. But this storm only caught the southern part of St. Mary's County. I'm headed north now to the bank. But it was just the southern part of the county that was going to get some of this snow from that storm, because it was a southern storm. It sounds like North and South Carolina got the brunt of it. So we probably don't have any people watching the southern end of the county. We're like the redheaded stepchild. They don't care about us down here. But yeah, this is, if I were to hit the gas, I would go sliding. Speaking of which, we had a little incident at the hardware store. I'll get to that later in this video. That was somewhat funny. But yeah, it's just snow covered here. Look out, truck. You better not come out too hard. You won't stop. So yeah, less than an inch of snow, cold. And unfortunately, I guess I've got to get this truck washed today, get the salt off of it. And it's not supposed to get above 32, 34 degrees, I guess. So it's gonna be a cold job this morning, washing this truck. But hey, it's what I do, you know. It was easy money made the other day, so I guess I've got to work for that money today. Now, out here on the state road, I don't know if they got up this morning and came out and put salt down, or if this is just residual salt from Thursday, because they did have quite a bit down on Thursday. So this could probably just be residual. I'm not sure. Okay, stay tuned for me getting wet and cold. I'm already cold. I'm just going to get wet. And here is the state salt dome. The gates are closed. Well, okay, so maybe they did not go out this morning and this is just the leftover, because their gates are closed. It's 9:30. Now they could have come out and hit this at 4 o'clock this morning and still be out of here, but yeah, I don't know. They may have got some time in. Yeah, they came out and spread salt this morning, because I can see it on the road. It's fresh salt out here. Now, I'm about less than 10 minutes north of my house, and it's not nearly as much snow. Actually, there's none on the grass there. The parking lot barely has any in it. The side streets, yeah. But the roads are white from the salt. So up here, roads are white from salt, where they just dumped it down, didn't need as much. And down where us redheaded stepkids live, the roads are white from snow and no salt. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. There's a dust cloud from the salt. Wow, and as you can see, there's no snow here. 10 minutes, a difference of 10 minutes. But this is where the rich folk live. This is where the city folk live. So we've got to dump the salt on the roads for them. But yeah, it was not nearly as much in my neck of the woods. And yeah, you can see there's no salt. I mean, no snow. I'm sorry, there's no snow here anywhere. But my gosh, there's salt on the roads. Well, the state of Maryland does have like $4 billion, trillion, million, zillion dollars excess budget this year, so I guess they're gonna waste it on salt. This is, wow. Wow, just look at the salt. For nothing. Crazy. Well, oh, looks like that Ford pickup truck, something backed into it. Yeah, well, the car washes, the car wash businesses enjoy all of this salt on the roads. They'll make some money today. It's a cloud. It is a cloud of salt. You can't see it that well on the camera, but it is a cloud of salt. And there is absolutely no snow in any of the parking lots up here. In the grass, nothing. But man, there's the sheriff's department. They've got plenty of salt on their in their parking lot. I'm gonna pull in here to Mickey D's and get me a cup of coffee. Yeah, nothing in this parking lot. I don't see any salt either, but no snow other than the piles left over. But yeah, in my parking lot at the hardware store this morning, it was covered white, but I didn't get up and put any salt on it. We have a little bit of residual from the other day, and as soon as the sun comes up and hits it and a few people, oh hell, there's a heck of a line here for coffee this morning. Yeah, once the sun comes out and hits it, that snow will go away. I'm not concerned about it. Alright, I'm going inside. I'm not sitting in the drive-thru, and they better not make me put a damn mask on because I'm not going to. Wow, Mickey D's was fairly quick this morning. I was in and out of there before 2 cars got through the drive-thru. Normally, when the drive-thru line is long, they seem to focus on that versus customers coming inside, and so it doesn't do you any good to go inside when the drive-thru line is long. But today I took that chance, and today I won. Oh my gosh, can you see this? Look at the piles of, look at this salt here on the side. They put more salt down this morning for this half-inch to no snow than they did for the couple inches we got 2 weeks ago. Wow. I should not be shocked. You know, I've seen this too many times for the last 30 years. All right, now we're down here near the hardware store. You can see there's snow on the side of the road here. The road is not white. They've put a little bit of salt down, but it doesn't look nearly as much as what was 15 minutes north of here. Well, it's warmed up to about 30 degrees out here. So I guess that means I'm gonna wash the truck. I don't want to, but I've got to get this salt off of here. right, I guess it's time for me to put my big yellow condom on. Before I wash, I want to show you that's all the salt I have in the back of the truck, and that is only because I have one little gap between the board here and the spreader. So I think I'm going to get some kind of piece of rubber or cloth or something to lay inside the spreader and then underneath of this board, and that will prevent any salt when they fill the spreader from going down into the bed. But otherwise, yeah, the bed is clean of salt. So this system here is working pretty good. Oh yeah, in the video that I'm going to show you about somebody running into the store, it's you see, I mean, this is common. This is where people put their boots on the back of the truck, in between the cab and the bed here. So the guy that ran into the store, that's where he had his boots. When he had his little accident last night in front of our store, he lost one of his boots. You'll see it in the video where it flies out of the truck and falls onto the ground. It's pretty funny, actually. All right, but yeah, that video, that part is coming up. Let me wash the truck first. This is pretty boring, so I'm going to turn you off. All right, I've got it sprayed off. I did not get any soap out, did not get the brush out because it is, it's freezing out here. You can see the skim of ice on here. Maybe you can't, but trust me, this has turned to ice. So it's not going to do much good to get a brush and soap out, but I've sprayed it pretty good. Today's Saturday afternoon. I think tomorrow evening we have a slight chance of something. Tuesday we've got a chance of something, and then next weekend is a chance of something. So no need for me to spend a lot of time cleaning this up. I'm going to leave the spreader in here for now, but let me put everything back in there. I don't think I mentioned this in a previous video, but I've been thinking about it. So that truck is a 2016 Ram. I purchased it new April of 2016. I paid about I think it was about $35,000 all in. That was just the truck. Then I spent about another $8,000 for a new plow and a new salt spreader. So that's $43,000 I have in the cost of the truck and the equipment. That was in April 2016. That winter, November 2016, I signed on with the county highway department to push snow and spread salt for them with that pickup truck. This is year number 6 that we have been doing this. I was looking at my records the other day. That truck, just for the snow plowing and salt spreading, has grossed over $30,000 for me in that 6-year time frame. You know, people say, oh my God, you're ruining the truck with putting a spreader and a plow on it. It's gonna rust out, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is, but it's making me money. And I knew that from the beginning when I purchased the truck that, yep, it's gonna get rusty because it's gonna be plowing snow and spreading salt. And I needed a new truck. I didn't buy the truck strictly for that reason. I use it on the farm as well. But over $30,000. Now, out of that $30,000, I've got a few expenses as far as some parts for the plow, cutting edge for the plow, the insurance that we have to keep on that truck for plowing snow and spreading salt, probably an extra $400 to $500 per year. So I've got 6 years, let's say $3,000 extra in insurance. Gas is minimal extra for that. So far, I have not had any issues with the truck itself. I guess we've got about 55,000 miles on it right now. The plow and the spreader, I think I've put 1, maybe 2 cutting edges on the plow. I've done nothing else to the plow. A couple of vibrators on the spreader and a new grate. The top grate on the spreader, the one I had was rusting out. It wasn't completely gone, but as preventative, I got a new grate, stainless steel grate to put on. I think that was $600 or $700 for that. So let's say I've netted $25,000 out of the truck. Grossed over 30, let's say I've netted 25 with all the expenses I've got into it. What else am I doing this time of the year? I'm doing nothing else at this time of the year. It's slow on the farm, it's slow in the hardware store. I could spend money and go to Florida, which that's what I would like to be in Florida right now. One day I'm gonna get there, but I'm working hard now and I'm doing this now to someday, well, it's not Florida that I wanna go to, but somewhere a little bit warmer, further south than here that I don't have to deal with snow and cold and ice. 25,000, based on what I am seeing in the used market right now, I could probably sell that setup the way it is, 35 easily, maybe even $40,000. So I've got 43 into it, I've netted 25, I can get 35 out of it. I'm coming out ahead. It's just a crazy market right now. So those are the numbers for my truck. I've been pleased with it. Yes, we're gonna start having issues with it down the road, rusting in certain places. So far, it's not too bad. Let me take you out there and show you what I've noticed so far with it. This is where I'm noticing the rust coming in, right around this fender well. See, right here. I'm getting a little bit on the outside here where some some rocks have chipped the paint. So right around here, getting a little bit of rusting. You can look at the frame, look underneath of it. It's not that bad. I saw a 2017 Ford at one of our local dealerships. What did that one, 2017 Ford, it had a spreader just like this one, had a plow mounted on it. It was a rust bucket. I was ready to buy that truck until I saw it. It's a rust bucket. The frame dents all in the truck. I think snow plowing is all that truck has ever done. 2017, 8-foot bed, single cab, just a gas motor in it. I think it had 60 or 70,000 miles. They were asking over $37,000 for that truck. Oh, heck no. So I've got some rust here. The hitch that I installed myself, the gooseneck hitch in there, that frame part is rusting where it's mounted on the inside of the frame. That is rusted pretty bad, but that was an aftermarket hitch. On the front, there's no rust up around here. And oops, it looks like I got a truck coming into the shop. And on this side, it's not rusting either. So it's just that other side that I'm starting to notice it. Now this I did have undercoated soon after I bought the truck. I had some undercoating put on the frame here. So really it's not that bad, but I've tried to stay on top of it. Okay, I've got a friend that's bringing his dump truck in to put in the shop. So let me move my stuff out of the way so he can get it in here. Hey, we still have snow in the parking lot, but hey, what I want to show you is we had a little incident last night here at the store about 30 minutes before closing time. We had a young kid lose control of his pickup truck. He pulled out of the Dollar General there, and he and one of his buddies were trying to outdo one another with seeing who could lay the longest black mark, I guess. Well, I think this guy won. I don't know if you can see the black marks here, but there's a couple of black marks. So he comes rolling down here, loses control. I'll probably post the video. Comes rolling into the parking lot. Luckily, there were no cars parked here. Boom! He hits the carport. He hits the carport. Now, here's the line where it was. Right here. He hit the carport. He shoved it over into the pole here. So you can see the dent where he hit the pole. Shoved that over into the pole. This thing was bent up pretty good. He's bent some of the gates up here. We had a few items under here. Some wheelbarrows. I think they were far enough over here it didn't hurt them. But yeah, he bent that gate up. A bend in the carport there. Bend it here. So they got some straps and pulled it away from the pole and tried to straighten it out some, but it was actually pretty darn funny. So we've got a camera sitting right up here. So we caught all of the action, and you can see on the camera just the edge of the carport here, but you don't actually see him hit the carport. That part is not on the camera, but it was pretty funny. He actually did a 360 in the road. Yeah, the video is funny. I'll probably post the video. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get with him, and we're gonna have to negotiate on what we're gonna do with this bent up carport now. Yeah, kids. I don't know if this will teach them anything or not. We'll see. This tin here, I'm looking to see what else is bent. And then it bent these two pieces here, it appears. So I think I'll go to the guy that ran into it and said, hey, get a new one of these and I'll be happy. You know, this doesn't need to go through his insurance company. What are these, $2,500 for one of these? I don't really know. the guy that ran into it, his brother, his father, they're customers here at the store. They're good customers. I just laugh every time I think of the video. His boot flying out of it. So yeah, I'm going to be fair with them on this. I don't know if this can be fixed or if we're just better off getting another one. We'll see, but I'll work with them on this. All right, that's enough for this video, so I'm gonna say see ya. Hey, I got 2 packages from China in the mail today. I think I know what they are. I think they're the adapters for that skid steer, those plugs. Let's see. Hey, an unboxing video. Yeah. Yep, that's one of them. Okay, so that end will plug into the socket on the skid steer, and then this end is a cigarette lighter end. So that's one. This is another type. It's going to give me options here. So this will plug in to the skid steer, and then this is a 2-prong thing. So this will give me options in case I want to hardwire something. Hey, they give me an adapter to go the other way. That's awful Chinese of them. Okay, well, I'm not at the farm, so I can't try this out, but I'm anxious to plug the light in and see that plug works. So let's hope it does. So there's my 2 packages from China. Just like Christmas morning. Yippee.